Good morning. Happy Friday Eve. We are taking a live look outside on this Thursday morning at Union Station as we expect another day in the 60s today. But a little bit of unsettled weather the next couple days. Ed's got the details about your Easter forecast coming up in just a moment. For now, thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose here with Jordan Chavez, Erica Lopez, and Ed Green.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. As you could tell there, too, a little bit breezy today.
Yeah, we're going to see winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, so a little breezy. Mountain wave cloud, which means just high clouds overhead, no moisture with them, just enough moisture to produce those wave clouds. So let's take a look at what we have going on right now. 35 degrees at this hour. We're 39 over there in Grand Junction, and we're 25 in Burlington at this hour. We'll be 62 degrees today with mostly cloudy skies, a little breezy at times. Then for tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, chance for showers, and 58 degrees. And as we look ahead, 65 on your Saturday with partly cloudy skies, 67 Sunday, but late in the day some showers, and that's just ahead of the next storm system moving through the state on Monday. 48 degrees, chance for rain and snow showers, and then Tuesday, 57 degrees, but we do go to partly cloudy skies.
Ed, thank you. Excuse me. Quiet start to the morning drive. As we take a live look from CDOT here, we do still have that road work off in the shoulder on westbound 270 and Vasquez that we have been dealing with all week long. So we can still see the flashing lights out there, but volume is still very, very light this morning. Out here at C470 and I-25, pretty dark out there. Not a whole lot happening on the interstate. I-70 and 270 moving on along nicely. I'll step out so we can see the interstate there. And right now on 36 and Broadway, no issues at all. Let's take you over to the graphics right now. Really not a whole lot to harp on out here on our roads. Lots and lots of green. Travel times are quick. No problems on either side of 225.
Thank you. Well, this morning we have learned that 2 people have been found dead in the Francis Scott Key Bridge disaster in Baltimore. Divers found a truck in about 25 feet of water with 2 men inside. They were part of the crew filling in potholes when the bridge collapsed into the river early Tuesday morning. The other 4 men are still missing, presumed dead this morning. Officials say their bodies may be trapped underneath the wreckage of the bridge, and right now those areas are too dangerous for divers to search. They also said they need to reopen the channel as soon as possible. Plans for a new bridge are in the works already. For now, the NTSB is leading the investigation into what happened.
Officials believe this could be a very long investigation. NTSB teams have already started gathering evidence and identifying key crew members to interview. Investigators have downloaded data from the ship's so-called black box, including the ship's speed, position, power, and throttle settings at 1:30 on Tuesday morning when this crash happened. Investigators will also look at whether the ship received contaminated fuel, which could have shut down its engines, causing it to lose power before crashing into the bridge. Engineering experts calculate it hit with roughly 30 million pounds of applied force.
Like this one, completed in the 1970s, was simply not made to withstand a direct impact on a critical support pier from a vessel that weighs about 200 million pounds.
While the Key Bridge was built to 1970 standards, those standards have now changed.
Yeah, Simone de Alba from our sister station in Washington, D.C. explains why the Key Bridge came down so quickly.
Following the collapse of the Key Bridge, many are wondering how the entire structure came down in this crash. Engineers say it's mainly due to the bridge type, truss. In truss bridges, there are no cable support. All of the structure you see above the deck is designed to transfer the load to the eventual supports, or piers that head underwater and into foundations. When you take down one of those piers, the shape changes, and the force of the crash is attempting to span twice as far in order to reach the next pier.
It's what we call a continuous structure. Every little piece is connected to another, and unfortunately, it's a catastrophic collapse.
Within moments, we see the central and south side of the bridge collapse into the water. These are the sections closest to the impacted pier. This transfers to neighboring sections of that bridge until finally, within 30 seconds, the north side is also collapsed.
Now, as we continue to learn more about the bridge collapse and the investigation underway, you can find extended coverage on our 9 News app that is free in the Apple and Google Play Store.
Right now, deputies in Weld County are asking for the public's help finding a missing man. They're worried he might hurt himself. Sean Salzman was last seen Friday in Longmont. He was wearing a black shirt with fluorescent green stripes, jeans, and brown boots. Deputies say he was headed west on Highway 34 in a dark-colored Dodge pickup with a front cracked windshield. They say Salzman could be in Teller or Lake counties near Leadville. If you know anything about where he might be, you're asked to call the Weld County Sheriff's Office.
New this morning, officials in Fort Carson say a helicopter helicopter crashed last night. Authorities say this happened around 6:30 p.m. while conducting routine training. According to the Mountain Post, the helicopter was from the 4th Combat Aviation Brigade, 4th Infantry Division. 2 people were taken to the Evans Army Community Hospital with minor injuries.
A man in Douglas County will spend 12 years in prison for causing a 3-car crash last year while driving drunk. 65-year-old James Truskolaski had 9 prior DUI cases before being arrested in January last year. An investigation found he was speeding and weaving in and out of traffic on I-25 when he hit a car that collided with another car. Those 2 drivers were seriously hurt but survived. Truskolaski was charged with DUI with 3 or more priors and attempted first-degree assault. He pleaded guilty to both offenses.
This morning, 2 girls are facing charges for a bias-motivated crime after an attack at an RTD station. Lakewood police arrested a second suspect this week. In February, the victim was waiting to get on the light rail at the Wadsworth station, and that's when police say 2 women asked if he had cigarettes. They say that when the victim said no, one of the girls yelled at him, punched him, and held him down by his hair. They also say that the other girl yelled racial slurs. Well, we have heard it after too many mass shootings that someone knew something was not right. The city of Aurora wants people to be more aware and recognize red flags.
Yeah, 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez joins us live from the Aurora Police Department. And Brianna, the police department there is getting people together tonight to talk about it.
Yeah, so they are going to be gathering here at the Aurora Central Library, and it's to try and prevent mass shootings from happening here in their city, or even any shootings around their city. So what the Aurora Police Department created is a training to make sure that parents are taking a look at those concerning behaviors very early on. So that program is called the Training Violence Prevention Program, and talks about the crucial role that caretakers play in preventing acts of targeted violence. So the program has been around for about 4 years, and it gets police into the community to educate the public, prioritizing the community and then police relationship as well. So with this program, the Aurora Police Department partnered with a mental health professional from UC Health, and Courtney Tossin, Crisis Intervention Program Manager for the city of Aurora, says early intervention is key and knowledge can be life-saving as well.
So the more we're exposed to it, the more it's important that we understand it, and the more that I believe it's really crucial for our community to be aware of not only the warning signs, the indicators, but how to build resilience in their communities, and also how can we intervene appropriately.
So again, that training is happening tonight. Anyone can attend. It's going to happen at 6, and it's free and open to the public. It's right next door to the Aurora headquarters. So if you would like to attend, we have more information on our 9news.com website. For now, I'm live in Aurora. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
An important conversation for sure. All right, Brianna, thank you.
Today, FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried is scheduled to be sentenced in New York City. Bankman-Fried was found guilty of orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar fraud that caused the collapse of the FTX cryptocurrency exchange. A New York City federal jury convicted him in November on 2 counts of fraud and 5 counts of conspiracy. Federal prosecutors are asking for 50 years of the statutory 110-year sentence. Bankman-Fried's defense team argued FTX victims did not end up suffering losses and are asking for 6.5 years or less.
Florida and Disney are ending a years-long legal fight. The disagreement started over Disney opposing a state law placing restrictions on some classroom instructions regarding sexual orientation. Several lawsuits then started with who controls Disney's governing district. A settlement ends almost 2 years of litigation, and both sides agreeing to work together.